Good morning, children. I hope you have seen the previous video, right? Where I have discussed about the factors which has promoted the communalism feeling among the Indians and the divide and rule policy, right? And here how Britishers have implemented divide and rule policy. Earlier there was a hatred for Muslims, but later on when they started seeing the demands of the Indian National Congress growing day by day, they started hating Muslim Hindus too, right? And obviously who can forget the growing strength of Indian National Congress. Clear, children? Afterwards, we have seen many factors that paved the way for divide and rule policy and the communalism feeling, that Hindus and Muslims feeling their differences, right? And they started, manipulating many things, and they create differences so that survival would be, easy. Now, how their survival is easy? They knew this very well that when Hindu and Muslims would be in unity, their survival would be tough. So they have to separate them, right, children? And if you see that before that, in partition of Bengal, they have already separated Muslims with a promise that they would give them a separate Mohammedan province, a Muslim province, if they will not participate in anti-partition movement, right, children? And if you are getting confused, you can refer to my previous videos, right? So this video is in continuation with the previous one. Now I'm going to tell you about more factors that promote the divide and rule policy, right? That really paved the way for communalism and fear in the minds of Hindus and Muslims and the separation. Clear, children? So let's start. Now, if you see more factors that led to the formation of Muslim League is what? Ki Muslim League, here the Hindu-Urdu controversy. Now there were various events that led to the formation of Muslim League. Right, before that we did the factors, like the factors were communalism feeling, divide and rule policy, general backwardness, educational backwardness, and then assertive nationalists try to give it a religious tinge, right? And they were presenting history in a different manner. This I have already taught you, right, children? So more factors is in continuation. Now we have Hindi Urdu controversy, children. So just over here you need to stay alert. Whatever was Hindu Urdu controversy, now if you see, like before independence, right, the all official work were presented in Urdu, right? Urdu, why they simply introduced all the work in Urdu? Why? Because before coming of the Britisher there was a Mughal rule, and Mughals languages were Urdu, Persian, right, children? So they were after Mughals, obviously which languages along with Western education was there in India? Obviously Urdu, right? And here they all petitions, all government official work were all there in Urdu, right, children? Now here what they did now, because the petitions were filed up in Urdu itself. So here Hindu too wanted to protest against this, and they wanted what? They don't want to remove Urdu. Actually, they didn't want to remove Urdu. What they wanted their own language Hindi to be introduced along with Urdu. That means they wanted the petition to be introduced both in Urdu as well as Hindi. Right. Hindi, everyone knows the source of Hindi was a Devanagari script. Clear, children? Now, Hindi Urdu controversy was what? Now, here Urdu was already there, and now the Hindus too wanted Hindi along with Urdu, so that all the official work would be, would be signed in, would be written in Hindi and Urdu as well. But what happened? The Muslims protested against this, right, children? Because they don't want an equal status to be given to Hindi and Urdu. Right, children? And now the protest movement started on the side of Muslims. But here the very shocking part was what? Here the very first time Britishers didn't support the Muslims, and what they want, they introduced what they introduced in their announcement. Now from now onwards, Hindi and Urdu would be the official languages. That means all official work, all administrative work would be done now in Hindi as well as in Urdu. Right, children? So this was really create a spark in the minds of the Hindus and Muslims, right? Muslims never wanted to give the status to Hindi, right? Hindus wanted an equal status along with Urdu. So here all these differences, children, all these differences were created by Britishers, and they wanted this to happen, and obviously it happened, right, children? So here this means there was a Hindi Urdu controversy. The controversy, that means it didn't want an equal status. Here Hindus too protested, Muslims already protesting, right, children? And here the Britishers were enjoying. So they passed the new rules and regulation was what? From now onwards, Hindi would be introduced along with Urdu for petitioning, for the writing work, and for the official work. right? So this was another factor that led to the formation of a Muslim League. Muslim League, a separate body, right? A separate body comprises of Muslims, and this body says what, just like this body was formed on the lines of Indian National Congress, right? That was already formed in the year 1885, right, children? Let's move on to another slide. Now what happened? Aligarh politics. Aligarh politics is in continuation with Hindu-Urdu controversy. Now this politics happened. In this politics, what happened in Aligarh? Now if you see, the Anglo College at Aligarh became the center of movement popularly known as Aligarh movement. The theme was loyalty, approval and support of the government. Now here, if you remember, children, the aim of the Muslim was what? To show loyalty towards the Britishers, right, children? So here what they did, and now the center was what, because Muslims were highly angry that the status was given an equal status was given to the Hindi as well. So they started creating protest where in Aligarh, right? Now what happened after the death of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan in 1898? Nawab Mohsin ul Mulk led the Aligarh movement, and he had criticized the government order for granting the equal status. So for the very first time, the Muslims started criticizing the Britishers. Why? Because they were granting the equal status to both the languages, Hindi and Urdu, right, children? But the Lieutenant Governor Sir A. Macdonald, right? What he said he simply asked Nawab Mohsin Mulk to resign from his post. That means he was highly angry that Nawab Mohsin Mulk was creating protest against the government orders, right, children? And what happened? Angry Muslims put forward a suggestion of establishing a political organization. Now what happened? Now here the most important part was what Britishers wanted, they have already done that. That means here Muslims were getting angry day by day. Hindu too started protesting, right? And they started having differences. Clear, children? Differences you have already seen. The best example was Hindu-Urdu controversy. Before that, many things, right? That means other communities was getting a job and Muslims were getting backward day by day. So all these things, all these differences were already created in the minds of the Muslims by the Britishers, right, children? So what happened now? What Muslims thought was what? Why they wanted what? A separate body, right? Just on the lines of Indian National Congress, they wanted a separate body that really secured the interest of the Muslims, right, children? So in Aligarh politics, they thought ki by introducing Hindi along with Urdu, their interest was not safeguarded, right? They were means they were suppressed just because of this. So now Muslims, what they wanted, they said ki okay, fine. Now what they wanted a separate body, a separate political body that simply presented their views and demands in front of the Britishers on the lines of Indian National Congress, right, children? Now what happened? Come on to anti-partition movement now. What happened in this? During the early phase, a large number of Muslims took part in protest meeting. So this point I am connecting with the previous videos. That means where I taught you partition of Bengal, and where I have already explained you that they simply convinced Muslims to be away from the anti-partition movement, right, children? And they simply promised Muslims to give them a separate Muslim province, right, on the pretext that they were not going to participate in the anti-partition movement. Now what was the anti-partition movement? Here, majority of the people was participating in the protest movement against Bengal. That means if you remember, children, like when they started dividing Bengal, so here there was a massive protest against this in Bengal, and every community, irrespective of caste, color and creed, started coming together and participated in the protest movement. But here what Britishers did, they simply convinced Muslims and they separated Muslims from the mainstream, right, children? So this is what the anti-partition movement, and what they wanted, they simply wanted to divide Bengal, and they did that, right, by using the strategy and the policy, that by convincing the Muslims to be away from the mainstream, from the masses. Right, children? What happened then? The government was eager to prevent the Muslim from joining the mainstream. Days passed by, more number of Muslims came under the influence of Britishers. Now days passed by, and Britishers were becoming, the messiah for them, right? And here the Muslims started believing that their interests would only be safeguarded if they support the Britishers, right, children? Afterward, the government could secure the support on the ground that the new province would be a Muslim majority. This I already taught you ki how they convinced the Muslims. They said ki okay, fine, new province. They would be giving them a new province, and that would become to be known as maybe whatever they wanted to name it, right? And that would be a new Muslim province. But on one condition, they were not going to participate in the anti-partition movement. Let's move on to another slide. Now Muslim deputation viceroy assurance. Now what happened next? The viceroy Lord Minto had appointed a committee, the Arundale committee, to make recommendation about increase in size of legislative council. Now here Muslims wanted they wanted a separate body, right? And before that they demanded they too wanted to participate. They too wanted to elect themselves in legislative council. Legislative council, beta, I already told you bache this was what this was sort of a parliament of the Britishers, right? And here the number of seats was already occupied by the Indian National Congress. And here the Muslim League, before formation of Muslim League, Muslims representatives too wanted to register themselves here in legislative council, right children? Next, Mr. Arkbold made a few suggestions. First, he suggested there should be an expression of fear that general system of election would harm the Muslim as they are in minority. Now what happened children? Now if you have to join the legislative council, you have to fight for elections now, right children? So here Indian National Congress fought for elections and their members luckily appointed in legislative council, right? But obviously now if Muslims wanted to send their representative in legislative council, they need to fight for elections now elections, everyone knows better what is the criteria of the elections, ki anyone can vote for anyone, right? In elections, caste, color, creed doesn't matter. Your candidate is there and if you want you can vote irrespective of caste, color and creed. But what happened here? Britishers again did some changes in it and they said ki general system of elections would disarm the Muslims. They simply create fear in the minds of the Muslims ki you better don't go with the general system of elections. General system of elections says what children? Everyone knows ki anyone can vote for anyone. That means irrespective of caste, color and creed, Hindu can vote for any community or Muslims can vote for any community. So they said here Britishers what they did, they said ki okay fine, general system of elections would not be there. Now there would be a system of separate electorates. Separate electorates means Muslim may vote for Muslims, Hindus may vote for Hindus. So here they have created the divide and rule policy in the system of elections, right children? So I hope so you people are not confused. Here they simply introduced a minor change in the system, in the manner of election. Now they wanted what? They wanted a separate electorate. Separate electorate means they wanted Hindu candidate vote for only Hindus, right? I mean Hindus only candidate vote for Hindu candidate and Muslim only vote for Muslim candidates, right children? Why and how they create fear in the minds of the Muslim? They said ki because you people are in minority, you will be disarmed, right? You will be at a loss, right children? So you already knew very well now that Britishers did divide and rule policy and they very smartly they planned in the system of elections as well, so that Hindu and Muslims wouldn't be together, right children? Okay, so I hope so people have already understood. Now what happened? So Muslims should ask for some system of nomination or representation on the basis of religious beliefs. So here they started creating fear in the minds of the Britishers ki nahi, you have to send your representatives on the basis of religious belief, and obviously because you people are in minority, your interests would only be safeguarded if you go for separate electorate. That means Hindu vote for Hindu candidate, Muslim vote for Muslim candidates, right children? So I hope so people have understood what is it all about. So this way we reach to the end of the video children. Don't get confused what is it all about. Here I already taught you the factors that promote the formation of the Muslim League, right? And if you refer to my previous video, you will very well understand what I'm trying to say, right? Here educational backwardness, general backwardness, right? Few differences on the part of Muslims, few things on the part of Britishers, like they started doing divide and rule policy. This way they started separating Muslims from the mainstream, right children? And what they wanted, why they have only selected Muslims? Why? Because Muslims, they can very well play with the Muslims emotions, right? Why? Because Muslims were in minority, right? Their conditions was very bad, right? And they have taken the the advantage of the situation. They started brainwashing their minds, right? And they make them believe, these Britishers make Muslims believe that they were their messiahs, they were the ones who can promote and who can secure their interest. And at last they were quite successful in their attempt, and what they did, they simply helped Muslims in forming the body, a separate body on the lines of Indian National Congress, and the body name was Muslim League, that I'll be teaching you in the next video. So till then you need to be very, very careful while listening to this video. You have to simply understand, here they were simply using what? The divide and rule policy, and they simply wanted to separate Hindu and Muslims communities, and they did in the manner of elections as well, right children? They did in the elections, and elections, what they did from now onwards, elections would be on the basis of separate electorate. That means Hindu candidate would be voted by the Hindu public and Muslim candidate would be voted by the Muslim public, right children? So I hope so people have understood, right? Till then, thank you.